Once upon a time, in a remote village, lived a woman named Helen. Helen was known throughout the village for her unparalleled passion for cooking. Her culinary skills were legendary, and her dishes were said to possess magical qualities that brought joy and contentment to all who tested them. Despite her culinary talents, Helen lived a simple life in a small hut on the outskirts of the village. She spent her days gathering ingredients from the forest, tending to her garden, and cutting delicious delicacies over an open fire. However, envy and jealousy simmered in the hearts of some villagers who couldn't fathom Helen's culinary prowess. Gloria was one of the villagers who were envious and jealous of Helen's culinary skill. Gloria was so jealous of Helen that she kept on asking herself what made Helen's meal very special. Gloria whispered malicious rumors about her, accusing her of practicing dark magic to enhance her cooking despite Helen's innocence. The villagers' suspicion grew. Gloria concocted a plan with the help of the chief's Skatan and stole valuable artifacts belonging to the chief. As Helen went out to gather condiment for her meal, Gloria sneaked into her hut and placed the akhet there as she hurriedly left her hut, before she would be seen by anyone. That faithful evening, the chief noticed that his valuable artifact was missing. He elected his servants and guards. A thorough search was conducted in his mansion. Yet it was not found. The chief suspected that an outsider has stolen his artifacts. So he summoned the whole village to his house. When the village has arrived, he informed them of his missing artifacts and told them that anyone that collected it should return it willingly, else anyone they find the artifacts in his or her possession will be killed according to the customs of the land. No one agreed to be in possession of it. So the chief commanded for a thorough search to be conducted on the village. They started from the beginning and searched each and every hut, and found nothing until they got to Helen's hut. They found the artifacts lying under her bed, and they immediately dragged her back to the chief's mansion. Despite her protestations of innocence, the villagers, swayed by anger, condemned her to death for the crime she did not commit. They killed her and cast her lifeless body into the forest. As Helen's lifeless body lay on the forest floor, her spirit refused to rest, fed by a great anger, and the desire for justice. Helen's spirit rose from the depth of the earth and returned to the village. Under the cloak of darkness. After Helen's death, Gloria opened her own restaurant and started selling food. She had a few customers that she was grateful for. She was gradually hoping to get more customers that will patronize her. One faithful day, a strange lady started selling food in the heart of the village, where once stood a dilapidated, but she converted it into a magnificent restaurant, adored with intricate sins and adored with colorful fabrics. Rumor had it that she was from the neighboring village and decided to start doing business in that village, the villagers not knowing that it was Helen's spirit that came back for vengeance. Helen transformed herself and made herself to be different, then none of the villagers were able to recognize her. The tantalizing aroma of Helen's cooking wafted through the air, drawing villagers to her establishment. Words of the mysterious new restaurant spread like white fire, and soon villagers from far and wide flocked to Testa's legendary dishes. With each bite, they felt a sense of euphoria wash over them, their troubles melting away like snow in the sun. Most men stopped eating at home because they couldn't resist the sweet taste of Aroma's food. The other food sellers met zero sales each day because Helen's food has taken over women. Didn't bother to cook again because none of their food tasted good to them anymore. Unknown to the villagers, Helen's restaurant was imbued with powerful magic that compelled them to return again and again. No matter how hard they tried to resist, they found themselves irresistibly drawn to the delectable delight food within its walls. As Helen's fame grew, so did a jealousy grew again. Gloria used to have lots of customers before Helen mysteriously opened a restaurant in the village. Gloria was consumed by jealousy and determined to uncover the secret behind Helen's success. Because Helen's success didn't seem ordinary to her, Gloria embarked on a journey to spy on her and uncover her closely gathered recipe. On her first attempt to spy on Helen, she failed, but she persisted and vowed to uncover Helen's secret. One faithful night, Gloria crept into Helen's restaurant, hoping to find out her secret recipe. To her astonishment, she witnessed Helen chanting ancient incantations while preparing her meal before a remark could react. Helen turned to face her, her eyes blazing with outwardly fire. With a wave of her hand, she banished her from her presence and trapped her in a bottle. Helen smiled to herself and continued cooking. She vowed reading herself to teach Gloria a lesson that she would never forget. Her restaurant kept on booming. Customers were rushing and queuing just to have a taste of her meal. Some even have to wash plates for her, just to be able to get a chance to eat her food. Soon the news of Gloria's disappearance spread like white fire. Her family searched all corners of the village, but couldn't find her. Her father, who was a traditionalist, decided to embark on a journey to consult with the spirit, for them to tell him the whereabouts of his daughter. On getting to the shrine that was located deep inside the forest, Gloria's father met the necessary sacrifices required of him and started chanting to the oracle. The oracle, pleased by his sacrifice, revealed to him how Gloria and the chief Skatan framed Helen up for a crime she didn't commit. The oracle told him that Gloria, his daughter, was strapped inside a bottle by a very angry Helen, who Gloria costed her death. It was revealed to him that his daughter has little or no time to survive inside that bottle. The oracle told him that the only way that his daughter will be saved is by asking the chief's guard to go and confess to the chief Gloria's father, thanked the oracle, and hurriedly left the chief's mansion. On getting there, he met the guard and pulled him by the side, telling him what the oracle said. He further told him that the oracle said that Helen was coming for him. Sooner or later, the very frightened gateman knew that if he ever agrees to his crime, that he will be thrown into the evil forest by the chief. So he told the Gloria's father that he didn't know what he was talking about on getting home. That night, the guard dreamed of a very scary creature chasing him. In the middle of the night, he woke up, breathing heavily with bits of sweat on his forehead. He couldn't sleep again because he recalled what a Gloria's father told him. The chief Skatan kept on having that reoccurring dream. He was restless, and he became a shadow of himself, even up to the extent of losing a lot of weight. Till he finally decided to confess, he went to the chief and confessed his crimes. The chief was so angry that he asked the whole villagers to gather in front of Helen's restaurant. When they got to the restaurant, all the villagers knelt down in front of her restaurant and started begging her for forgiveness. Helen, moved by mercy and compassion, told the chief and villagers that he has forgiven them. She released Gloria from the bottle and told the chief that he shouldn't kill Gloria nor his guardmen. Helen disappeared and was not seen again. The chief banished Gloria and his guard into exile, where they will stay and suffer for the rest of lives. And so, dear friends, this is a great lesson that jealousy, envy, and dark magic is not good and not to be practiced. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to support us by liking and subscribing to our channel. God bless you all.